Hello everybody, well I hope you all survived Christmas and we're in that crazy time of year between Christmas and New Year when you don't know what day it is, you don't know what date it is, you're just hoping you haven't forgotten something important. A few weeks ago you might have been with me when we made the bechamel sauce together, and in that I put in some butter that I had made just before that. So what I thought I'd do today is show you how to make the butter using your TM6. It's one of the guided cooking recipes and it's quite a simple one to do. Doesn't take too long at all. So into the machine, we just first of all put in our whisk, the butterfly whisk. And then I've just gotten 600 mils of pure cream. Don't use thickened because it won't separate. In goes the cream. Where is the lid gone? Where did I leave it? We just pop on the lid. Now it will automatically come up saying 1 minute. It will probably take longer than that. So, because I've done this a few times, I'm going to put it on to about 140 and just see how it goes. So you'll be able to hear it spinning around in the bowl, and you can hear when it starts to separate because the sound is quite different. It's sort of sounding quite like water running around in there now. It'll get a thicker sound and then it gets very different indeed as it all separates. Okay, so I let that go for about an extra 40 seconds. Let's just take the lid off and see. And if you look in there, you can see that, that it has separated. We've got solids and liquids. Now the liquid is called buttermilk. You can reserve that buttermilk and you can use it to make buttermilk scones. There's a number of recipes you can use it for. You can soak chicken in it, makes the chicken really yummy to make a lovely buttermilk chicken. So what we need to do is separate now, drain it so that the solids and the liquids are separated. So I'm just going to take this over to the sink, put it into the Thermomix steaming basket as a way of draining it. I'm going to reserve the buttermilk and I'll use that for some buttermilk scones at a later date. So okay, so while the solids are over in the sink draining, I'm going to add 500 grams or thereabouts of cool water into the bowl. That's because we need to wash the butter. And I always repeat this step twice because the better washed the butter is, the longer it will last. Okay, so here we've got our solids and I'm going to add them into the water. We've taken the butterfly whisk out. Just put these last couple of bits in there. And this is to give it a wash. So this does a couple of things. It washes out any of the impurities and it also will help it to separate a little bit more. Okay, so next we added the butter solids, put the cap in, and we're going to run it just for 5 seconds on speed 4. And that, again, washes it. It separates a little bit more. So I'm going to take this over to the sink and drain it again. This time, though, we don't keep these liquids. Now, here's our solids washed again. We're going to put these back into the bowl one more time. And this time, we're going to add a ½ a teaspoon of salt because I really love salted butter. Makes a yummy thing even more yummy. Okay. Right, so now I'm just going to run it for 3 seconds on speed 4 to incorporate. There, now all the salt will be incorporated through quite nicely. And that is now ready to use. However, people who live in this house are very fussy and don't like the butter that's really hard to spread. So what we can do is just add in some oil. I use a light flavoured oil. I use a rice bran oil because that's quite light flavoured. And I'm just weighing it in, and I'm going to put in about 40 grams of oil. And that just helps it to be much more spreadable. Lid goes back on, we go back, and we're going to run it now for 15 seconds on speed 4, and that will just incorporate all that oil through the butter. And now our delicious soft spread butter is ready. Okay, so all we need now is some lovely crusty bread, and we can enjoy the butter on bread. Thanks for watching, and we'll show you more tips next time.